certainly know that they will definitely secure all those important kills if they have a good spot towards the end zones.
And yep, seems like Venom Legends are in massive water trouble as they've already lost 2 of their men to Carnage, and we all do know Carnage will be spreading Carnage if they just let the free air of fresh air just let Carnage breathe, because they just have so much room to actually work around. They can move anywhere they want, they can reposition anywhere they want. Now just take a look at SnipYT as well, completely on the right lines, and he's separated from his team. And this is exactly what I'm saying. If you're gonna be you know, surrounding the enemy team from all the angles, then they might be in a massive water trouble, but because you just don't have any off room to work around or just reposition yourself, you will have to be in the same positions that you are. And now, as we are taking a look, Anik is just going to be closing distance while we take a look at Praveen making a heroic entry. Does realize that Nightwing is inside the warehouse, so he's just going to be walking right outside it.
I mean, this is going to be a really tricky fight. I mean, Frypan, I think his position has not been compromised yet. Otherwise, you know, the players of Carnage would have really made a push onto him. And Nick, he might just be walking into his own grave. He is unaware. He is oblivious about Frypan's positioning. But at the same time, you know, Nightwing, he's in a very precarious position. You know, the moment Snipe and Praveen just get in, he's the one who's going to get that first peek on. And Nick really making that push, being really, you know, outside of his mind over there. And he's just trying to escape. He needs to get that rest back on. Sniper is of course going to follow him up, but there you have Jiggle in the far off fray, finding him and knocking him down.
Making Frypan just walk into the trap, and Anik, a beautiful execution coming in from this man.
Just looked him up.
We literally saw him run away from the situation, and he was not stopping the fight. He was just running away. Then he jumped from the balcony, and then he knew that, yeah, Frypan will be following me in the balcony as well. And then he just gave the call out to Jiggle. Okay, Jiggle, are you ready from the back lines to take this man down? And Jiggle was like, yes, sir. And he just completely mowed him down in the same position as well. But for now, it seems like Nightwing is going to be the last man standing for Venom Legends this time. And Nightwing is scared for his life. And SnipYT somewhere down the line does know is going to be throwing that nade in, and yes, doing so much damage. 70% of damage dished out on Nightwing as well. Another nade coming in and it's doing so much damage as well. Nightwing barely surviving, going to be healing himself up. But now Carnage does know that there is a man alive, and yup, the nades are not able to finish him off, and Nightwing barely surviving again. This is such an uncomfortable situation. This is an awkward situation. SnipYT pushing in. He has had enough. He's certainly not going to be having enough anytime more. And yup, that's going to be a complete wipeout coming in for Nightwing as well. Venom Legends getting eliminated this time early off as well. Talking about risky plays, God's Reward is certainly going to be doing the same thing as well, but they are still managing to turn the situations out in their favor because Leon has bite the dust, as you pointed it out, and seems like Demon is going to be the last man trying to shower down bullets on this little hut, but seems like the revive is going to be coming through on Dukoa. But how long are God's Reward not going to be holding on to that little shack? As we take a look at Chari, he's not scared of anyone. He's just going to be closing the distance with a little bit of with the wind, and he's going to be throwing down those nades as well. And just take a look, they are forced out of the position. Chari going down in the process, and Koa is going to be compromised from the back lines. This is what I'm saying, a beautiful execution coming from SG.
Here because we have a fight already breaking down between Team Log1. As we can see, the players of T2K, they are making that push onto its the players of Carnage, and Snipe certainly get a revive, but he's gonna go down pretty soon if he does not do something about it. But a lot of things have been done. Anik was the last solo survivor trying to fight it out, but that was just not about enough. I mean, yeah, they're sort of struggling, but you know, I need to hold on to my thoughts as we have the boys from Magnus, you know, just making a push onto the players of DRS Gaming. But NIMA retaliating in fashion over here as Dale gets another beautiful knock onto its girls, and DRS in a whole world of trouble. But so is the players of Magnus as the fight has finally erupted between them, and the Dale having that TPP angle for himself. He secure that kill, and there you go. They're just charging in and getting his body on the line, you know, firing those bullets with his AKM, and then again coming back, repositioning and being prepared for the fight. But one single moment, if a single nade goes on towards him, what next?
Exactly what next, as we keep on talking, the aggression is going to be coming from NIMA. That man is not scared of anyone. NIMA is going to be aggressing at MGS from the backlines, being one of those annoying pages over here. And yep, seems like DRS have gotten the upper edge, and they have made things certainly better for themselves this time. And DRS has just completely obliterated the entire squad of MGS, and last man is going to be Weekend.
From Kremlin Storm present over there, but let's see what is going to happen as the fight has already erupted out over here as Deadeyes, Suyok getting that knock onto its Joker and wiping out his existence, deleting him from the server.
Yup, big names going down. Joker was certainly one of the kill leaders from the previous game, but SG seems like they're just going to be completely throwing those nades like a basketball. They're going to be chucking them inside the houses, but not going to be able to connect much. Though the first nade did manage to do a little bit of chip damage onto Deadeyes, but certainly not enough to take anyone down. Just take a look at Hungry Box. This man is closing the distance. He's going to be charging it through onto Heaven. Heaven has heard him, and Heaven is trying his best to send Hungry Box to hell. Is he going to be able to? And no, it's going to be Hungry Box denying Heaven completely out and sending Heaven to hell this time.
Now this is big. You've got the players of Freestyles over here. Tyrant just being blown away with that grenade coming in from GAURABYT.
Yup, KillerYC, one of the man that is the most hungriest in the entire PN Crew squad, and certainly is proving me right as well, as he's just showering down those barrages of nades and respect going down from the backline. It's just a beautiful rotation of flank angle formed by Legend, and he's going to be taking him down as well. But now just take a look at this. Future Station are in massive water trouble as they are getting capitalized from so many teams over here. It's going to be Freestyle, Freestyle are in a massive water trouble as they're getting capitalized from all the angles by PN Crew. Now just take a look at this. Sundash is just going to be driving right onto him. He's trying his best, but no, they're going to get capitalized. These men are just so wild. The PN Crew, what are you doing? You're just completely disrespecting these teams.
It is. I mean, this is pretty much it, right? It's a 4v1v1 situation. Kind of impossible, but, in Rated, I believe if someone can really pull that one off, it's Rated, of course. But they're not kind of trying to mess things up because Khadir, alright, he kind of tries to go overboard, and yes, he's punished for that. And no, he gets traded off by Sky Ash. We just got that one player Rated. Can he clutch it out? A 1v3 situation.
Already taking down two players of NFP. They're in a real massive water trouble as DRSxNIMA is making things so much more harder for them. NFP, you are on the struggling phases. You should not be doing this. The way you're executing this fight is complete wrong. As DRSxNIMA is going to be throwing those nades right behind that buggy, and I really feel like that nade is going to be doing so much. And of course, now it's a one-on-one situation coming inside. Deadshot has been cooking that nade up. Is that nade going to be completely landing inside the shack? Yes, it will. DRSxNIMA is in a massive water trouble as the nade did so much damage, barely taking him down, doing 80% of damage onto him. Now just take a look. This game was off NFP in the first place, and somehow they managed to screw it all up. Now Deadshot is going to be completely showering those nades onto his enemy teams. Another nade coming in from DRSxNIMA, certainly not going to be able to connect that nade, overcooking it way too much. And of course, Kira is going to get finished from the backlines as well. But now DRSxNIMA trying his best to rack up those kills that he have managed to secure. Going to be throwing that Molotov, making sure DRSxNIMA is going to get completely compromised by that Molotov, and his position might get forced out of that rock. But Deadshot doesn't really seem like anytime soon he is going to be backing out of that rock as well. Now it's just a stare-down competition going inside over here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, now it's going to be difficult for Rated as he has to get inside the zone. Now, this is where Deadshot might really come out and strike, but completely the momentum shifting in RatedSIR's favor. Could be anyone's game as Deadshot still peppering down those bullets, but RatedSIR, look at his movement. Look at him come in closer. Deadshot still spraying down, and that is Rated coming out with a beautiful, beautiful clutch.
What did I just watch? They just completely clutched a 1-on-4 situation. Rated, you absolute animal.